Do you think I'm an outcast? I don't. I think I'm on the cusp of a new way of living. I am one of many who is pioneering a different style of life, or lifestyle, however you want to say it. I believe the lessons that I learn and put on YouTube, as well as Bob Wells, he's the greatest. You need to watch what he's talking about. If you want to do this lifestyle, Bob Wells really has the videos for you. Many of us, we give a lot of information. Watching more YouTubers with van life gives you more ideas. So I'm just saying, are we on the cusp of a different lifestyle? Look around you. See what's happening. Foreclosures on homes are up. Evictions are up. Delinquencies are up. Honestly, where are we headed? I don't know. But I think many, many more people are going to be dwelling in their vehicles, no matter whether it be a car, a van, whatever it is that you have, and on the road trying to survive. And you can do it. But if you're worried about being an outcast, that's something to think about, because people do look down on you. There's no getting away from it. So I'm going to go into some of the things that I've learned and why I believe I'm leaving a very small footprint on the earth and trying to conserve water and do everything else to help the future generations. And here I go. I think I have 10. I lost count somewhere. Sorry. So let's just talk about it. Before we talk about it, what do you think? Are we on the cusp of changes and we're pioneers? Or are we outcasts? Let me know your opinion in the comments. I would really enjoy hearing it. Now, be nice. Number 1, I have sun power. I have solar. I can make my own electricity. Number 2, if you have a humidifier or an air conditioner, you can make your own water. Yes, you do have to put filters in it. You have to do all kinds of stuff. You can't just drink it from the humidifier. But you do that in house. So we could make up to maybe a gallon a day of water inside my van, if I had to. Number 3, I can cook. I'm not paying rent. And as soon as my van payment's over, which is 1 year from now, I'll be rent-free. Now, I do have a storage. That's going to be my rent until I get rid of that storage. Number 4, I've minimalized everything. And I've even learned how to plant a garden. And I intend to do some planting inside with those lights you put over the plants. So I can garden and have my own garden, inside or outside the van. Won't be huge, but it will be, I'm thinking potatoes and maybe garlic. You can eat a lot of potatoes, you know. So when you're starving, you'll eat whatever you can. Number 5, I think it's number 5. Am I on 6? Anyway, I can power my own refrigeration. I have a freezer and a refrigerator. Not big, but I've learned how to use them correctly and how to make it work for me. Think about that. Number 7, I believe it's number 7. I've lost count, but I'll get back and correct it. I've learned how to sustain myself in a very small environment. I've learned how to use the bathroom, how to keep myself clean. I do have water that does run. It's just a spout, pour it out. I've learned, become knowledgeable about solar. Solar, you've really got to do it. You've really got to teach yourself or learn about solar. You're tied into all these electrical companies that are making you pay a fortune. And I don't have to pay taxes, property taxes. That's number 8. I don't have to pay property taxes. They're just ripping us off. That's the way I feel. I don't have to pay HOA fees. Number 9. I don't have to do it. Guess what? I can just leave. Number 10. I don't pay for trash. I don't feel bad about that. And the reason I don't feel bad about that is I notice all the homeowners around this park where I stay. The park has 5 trash cans that just roll out and then they pick them up. So nobody's picking up the trash, which I really worry about at gas stations and stuff like that. People have to pick that up out of there and it gets to be 50, 60 pounds. All this neighborhood, when they do anything like yard work or mini construction, they dump everything. I watch them. They dump everything in these trash cans. They're paying for trash. And still they're using the park. So I pay taxes, so I'm assuming I can too. So to me, it's okay. I just don't like doing it at the gas station. I mean, you know, a little bag here or there is okay, but people have to lift that up. I would rather go to dumpsters with permission or trash cans that people don't have to pick up, that the machine, you know, the truck picks it up. So I don't pay for trash. Now, I see so many people, they don't worry about their water. You know, I worry about my water. I watch water. Water is valuable to me. But they don't watch their water, so they just flush the toilet after every flush. I'm just saying that toilet can stay yellow until the night. It's only urine, okay? Poop is another thing. You know, you want to flush that every time. But urine, no. I mean, you have to be better about this water conservation. So I'm conserving a lot of water. I have a very small footprint. I'm leaving a very small footprint on this earth. Now, this isn't always going to be the case. It hasn't always been the case. But I don't feel like I'm an outcast. I don't feel like I'm not contributing. Because I am contributing. I still pay taxes. You know, YouTube, anything that I make on YouTube is taxed. So I do pay taxes. And I've paid taxes. I had a job until last year. I've put into Social Security for 60 years. I'm still doing it at 77. So I contribute as much as any homeowner. But the homeowners, I feel, are not conserving and not understanding the water process. Really, water is going to be just gold. It's going to be gold. I really worry about that. But anyway, I've gotten off the topic of outcast. So I am doing more for society, I feel, in a van than actual homeowners. Now I could be wrong, okay? So don't jump on the comments there. That's the way I feel. I am helping out. Yes, eventually I'm going to be in a tiny house, which is still a small footprint. I'm going to be total 100% solar or gas generator. That depends on the weather, you know, winter time, stuff like that. You don't get enough sun, so solar is not sustainable by itself. You have to have the added resources. Being an outcast, if that's what I am, I don't mind. I think many people are critical of it. I'm not sure why they don't understand it, but so many of them are going to end up in a vehicle of some kind. You watch. People are getting evicted, they're losing their homes, they're getting foreclosed on. Look at the condos. They all had to be retrofitted, and these people are getting hit with taxes and all these fees for fixing that building that's been sitting there 40 years that nobody paid into it. And now they're going to be hit with a lot of money. These are mainly seniors. if I'm an outcast, then so be it. Because I would rather live my lifestyle than contaminating the world, using up resources thoughtlessly. We have to adjust. There are going to be so many homes on the market from everything I'm seeing on the news. It's craziness right now. Everybody's going to be running for bankruptcy with this credit card stuff. We got to get that under control. So if I'm an outcast, I'm living just like you are. But I feel I have more freedom, and I feel like I'm not tied down to things, that I can go from community to community and contribute in some way. So, what do you think? Do you think we're outcast, or do you think we're on the cusp of being the next pioneers for a new way of living? Talk to you later. Thank you for watching, subscribing, and viewing, and sharing. I'll see you next time.